Tricks to selling on Fiverr. This was great. Thank you. Do you have more detail about Fiverr? One of the biggest things I would tell you, and when we talked on the other webinars, was that you got to think with Fiverr, somebody's coming to Fiverr with a very specific gig that they want somebody to do. They got a very specific job that they want somebody to do. And so when you're setting up your gig, you want to use the same kind of thought process that you would use for setting up, say, a Kindle book, as far as the title of the Kindle book and the description of the Kindle book. Unless you're promoting it, then you need to think in terms of somebody, what they would put in search-wise and what they would be interested in, which is what they're searching for. So somebody who's looking for someone to write an SEO article is not going to respond to somebody who's saying, I write website content, because website content is not the same words as SEO article. So what you should do, or make sure you're doing, is look at the categories you can post your gig in. So when you're actually setting up your gig, and if you're posting in writing and translation, the main keywords the main subcategories are copywriting, SEO, keyword optimization, creative writing and scripting, translation, transcripts, website content, reviews, resumes, cover letters, speech writing, proofreading and editing, press releases, and other. This is why I'm telling you that you would want to have multiple gigs based on the stuff that people are looking for. So somebody who's looking for copywriting or website content, totally different things. And so what you need to do is make sure that you think about what somebody would actually be searching for. And now you can take it even further, and that is, you can look at related searches on Google and then use those keywords in your description to help you get found. So for example, if someone was looking for website content, you could use the keyword scraper software that we have. I'll just demo it real quick, but you could go and do a quick search on the Google prefix. So if we put in website content, how many different searches are being done on Google related to website content with somebody either putting in words before and after? It's hundreds and hundreds of them. And it's pretty interesting to look at the stuff that people are actually searching for. And, I'm not saying these are the searches somebody's using on Fiverr, but I have started to see a bunch of Fiverr gigs start showing up on Google, especially when you are using terms, acting like you want to buy something, and they are relatively long-tail keywords. So I'll show you an example here in just a sec. This will make sense. So let's say somebody wants somebody to write some website content for them. Well, there are a lot of different ways that someone will search for and will input website content. In fact, there are 521 different variations of the phrase that contains website content on Google as far as the prefix searches. Now, I went through this list earlier and narrowed it down, but these are searches, specific searches people are doing on Google that you could make sure you included in your description if you were writing website content for people. Not just saying I write articles, but articles for website content, buy content for your website, buy website content, creating website content, developing website content, all the way down to website content ideas, outsourcing services, writing services. So again, this will give you an idea of the kinds of things that people are looking for that you could use to create your description, or you could create multiple gigs based around groups of descriptions, or even, just specific keywords. Because the point here is that Fiverr is nothing more than a search engine where people go in and look for people who are, in effect, running ads to say that they will do stuff. So if you want your ad to get found, you got to have the right keywords in your title and the right keywords in your description so that you can get found, especially when you're first starting out, because there are a ton of people that are writing content. So you got to get you got to position yourself correctly. That would be a huge tip. And it's the exact same principle that we teach when it comes to doing Kindle books. If you want to get found on Kindle, you've got to have the right keywords in your title and the right keywords in your keyword tags to even have a fighting chance of getting found. But most people don't do this, so that's good news for you. Carol says, buying the keyword scraper is the best money I ever spent. Awesome. And Tony said, he says, adding your face and video on your Fiverr gigs definitely helps you get more work. And I agree. Absolutely. So if you need some help with your writing, 2 resources that I mentioned before, how to write and publish your own ebook in as little as 7 days, version 2.0. You can go to 7dayebook.com and you can get the best course on the entire internet for writing and publishing an ebook for $29. You can't beat it. And if you bought it 10 years ago, I've updated it. I've added a bunch of stuff. And so if you need to, buy it again. Get the new version. And turn words into traffic for the article writing education part. You go to turnwordsintotraffic.com. This will teach you how to write a kick-ass article. But I will just admit freely right up front that the stuff about promoting articles is somewhat dated in some spots. So I'm Jim Edwards. I hope you enjoyed this.